aspiration and just all things good. Doesn't mean that we're perfect, because by all means, raise your hand. You're not perfect. But we really accept you where you're at, like double high five, right? We accept you where you're at, and why we accept everybody where they're at is because this world goes so fast. There's not very many nice people you come in contact with on a daily basis, and we want to be that minority living in that world that sometimes is kind of sad. So I know every day I have these amazing warriors, and we're just going to go through ourselves really quick and introduce ourselves. I work full-time for the state Medicare system, Medicaid, Medicare system. I actually am a holistic health coach, and I am a full-time swim coach for the County Y up here in Erie, Pennsylvania. And I'm a Beachbody part-time passion lover. So busy as all things. So Lauren, why don't you go to your introduction and then go on to the next coach real quick, okay?
So I'm Lauren. I'm from Erie, Pennsylvania. I work as a nurse. I'm a mom to a little girl who's turning 6 tomorrow. And I became a coach about 3 years ago. And I just wanted to be there to help motivate other people and help them in their health and fitness journey. And I'll pass it over to Miley.
Awesome. So I'm Miley, and I actually live in upstate New York, so the Albany, New York area. And I have been a coach for, I think I'm going on 5 years. I'm also a fitness trainer, so I teach a lot of the Beachbody live formats and workouts. And then I am also a full-time media marketing strategist. So I, work with local businesses as full-time. What else can I tell you? Oh, I'm married, and I do have a son, but he is going to be 15 this month. So he is a teenager. A little scary, but yes, that's a little background of me. I'll pass it on to Jamie.
Hi, everybody. My name is Jamie. I live in Spring Grove, Pennsylvania. I am a registered nurse full-time. I am a wife, a mom of 2. I have a daughter who's 12, sitting here staring at me, and an 8-year-old son. Let's see. I got into Beachbody because I wanted to help myself, but in the long run, when I started to see success, I needed to share it with others. So here I am, and I love this team. I'm gracious to be here. Go ahead, Denise.
Hi, everybody. So I am Denise, and I am originally from Pittsburgh. Moved out to the York, Pennsylvania area about 14 years ago, where, long story short, I became a stepmom. Danielle, who is also on this call, so I can say that she was one of the 3 that I was blessed to be able to raise, because I don't have kids of my own. So with that, I am also a grandma as well. I am a full-time director. I love doing coaching on the side, and I think I could probably ditto what everybody has said, but I think if anything, the thing that drives me the most at this point is the fact that business aside from all this, it's just amazing to have a tribe of women that you know that you can always count on. They're going to be there for you, hands down, that you can reach out to them when you're going through tough times. So that's a big part of this that I know that keeps me in this and keeps me going. So welcome, everybody.
Absolutely.
And we are called the Hardcore Wellness Warriors. We were kind of behind the scenes, do a lot of work on training and keeping the team involved with the up and up, because there's so many things. But we have other Wellness Warrior coaches on this call, and we have a lot more of us. There's not just us on this call, but the ones that are free tonight are here to help join. But I would love to shout out, you guys, I'm going to call you out and just say who you are, where you're from, and what you love about this team so far. Some of you are pretty new. So Kylie Beck. Can we hear Kai?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. So originally from Erie, I moved to Pittsburgh a few years ago, and that's when I've been friends with Carrie for a long time. We met when I started babysitting her daughter. And then it's funny, she went through a lot of her health stuff, and I had health scares younger. So it's just weird how we just clicked and connected. And then from there, I moved to Pittsburgh, miss Pittsburgh, love Pittsburgh. We moved now to Lancaster in June. So this is where we are. And I did get off of that path. I mean, I'm just going to be honest, throw it out there. I'm a coach. And now I'm getting right back into it.
She's back.
Trying to like balance with the kids, now putting them first. And it's amazing. It's awesome. Putting kids first, changing careers to what I went to school for, and now exercising daily, nutrition, drinking my shakes, doing what I got to do that I knew that I needed to do before. I'm doing it again, so nobody's perfect. Just saying.
No, we're not.
Trying to pull it all back together again and loving it. Loving the tribe. This is the tribe to be with. If you're going to be with a tribe, be with this tribe. Just saying.
Love it. And we have 2 newer coaches. We have Ashlyn and we have Lisa. You guys, why don't you just say who you are and where you're from, and just really quick something you love about the team.
Okay. Hi, I'm Ashlyn. Originally from Erie, Pennsylvania. I live in North Dakota now. I love this team so far. I'm very new, but it's nice to have the encouragement from, you know, Lauren's my best friend, and all the ladies that I've got to meet through this. And then started kind of a little team here trying to get some women here in North Dakota going with the 21-day fix and 80-day obsession. It's kind of cool that I'm starting a little tribe of my own of people to encourage each other. So I'm pretty excited.
Yay, good for you.
Shout out. And Lisa. Paula was here, but I think you scared her away. So Lisa.
Yeah, I was actually just texting Paula. She was having some trouble hearing everybody and
that's okay.
Problems. But my name is Lisa Burns. I'm from Greencastle, Pennsylvania. Originally from Pittsburgh, which I hear a lot of that previously. So shout out to Pittsburgh. You guys know Denise used to be my neighbor, forever my neighbor in my heart. But what I love about the group is the support and the encouragement, and just knowing that you're all there gives me the courage to just always make fitness and wellness a priority. So no matter what I'm doing, I'm changing the way I'm doing, exercising more, I'm drinking my shakes, which I love the Shakeology. So I'm just thankful to be a part of all of you.
Perfect. And Paula joined us back. Paula, I'm so excited to meet you and Lisa in person because we heard you guys are Ethel and help me.
Lucy.
Lucy and Ethel. Lucy and Ethel.
Lucy.
Ethel. And it's so awesome you guys came on board together. Paula and Lisa actually joined from our last week, which was pretty cool. They were on the phone last time, so they couldn't see us. Somebody from Erie that's also on the phone that's a guest, and we have Shannon and Danielle on the phone from Erie. If you want to ever tell us your name, you can, but you don't have to if you don't feel like it.
It's Shannon's number. I don't know why she's duplicated. She's
okay. Okay, perfect.
Videoing in. So
Okay, perfect. So we don't have to worry about it.
So it wasn't like crossing over.
Okay, so we will roll with the punches. Okay, so we are going to go through some objections because everybody's always like, well, what is this? What do you do? I can't do that. And then we're going to go through some perks. And then we have a new coach. Ashlyn's going to give you a little transition in between both of those sections. So, Jamie, you're going to hit it off, girlfriend. Go for it.
All right, ladies. So, your biggest objection, one of the biggest objections is always about time. How do you have time to try and change other people's lives when you don't have time for yourself? Well, when you are determined enough, you find the time for yourself. So whether it's in the morning before everyone gets up, or whether it's in the evening, or when you get home from work, you find the time to make the time for you. So that was my biggest objection when I first started out as the coach is I don't have time for this. I'm a full-time mom. I'm a full-time nurse. How the heck am I going to fit this all in? So really you just have to start with you. where do you begin to work on you? And you just share about you. And that's how you fit it all in. So whenever it suits you to talk about you, that's how you fit it in. That's your time objection. You make it and you do it, and that's how you do it. If you want it, you'll make time.
And I always say to people, if you wake up in the morning and you're not excited about this business, you can check out that day. If today's the day that you need to check out, you check out. We'll be back tomorrow. And that's so true because we're so busy. Everybody on our team works full time. Some of them work 2 jobs. Some of them are personal trainer. And when it comes to not having enough time, sometimes your brain goes to, I can't do this. I don't have time to sell this product. Like that takes a lot of work. As a wellness warrior, you're going to see real quick, we do not blow up our page about selling Beachbody. We blow up our page about different things. Kylie, what are some things we blow our page up or talk to people about to attract?
Oh, self-care is one of them. Huge piece that we promote a lot of is self-care.
Kylie, I think you're on mute. Just come out of mute. Self-care, and we promote a lot about caring for people and themselves. A lot of people get away from.
I think, when you show that you're caring about yourself, I think that's your own journey. And I think that like when you share your own journey, and it could be anything, it could be like the things I've been going through, just my life changes, just like, wow, a lot happened very quickly. Well, just sharing that and having that support and then showing that like, wow, I'm human, like just normal things. It could be, you know what's crazy? I started a job and it's exhausting me. So it's crazy. I go to bed at 8 at night. Who knew that would happen? I'm up at 3 a.m. now. And I'm like, what do I do? Suddenly it's become routine. And I like to share that with people. Like, hey, I feel more balanced. People can look at me like I'm crazy, but I'm like, no, it's crazy that I have more energy now that I'm putting me first. And you just share you. You should share your journey, I think.
You share your journey, and you share your real transparent self, because I think the worst thing you can do as a person is attract something pseudo. So if I'm going out there and I'm pretending I'm Miley, and Lauren's going out there and she's pretending she's me, they're going to attract people that are not their tribe. You're going to hear a lot of us of tribe on who you're connected with. Yeah. And a lot of times people are just attracted. And the thing that I talk with the coaches about is, make people curiously attracted to you. How are you curiously attracted to people? And just shine on that. Where else can they go to work out at 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning without people around them, without germs, without traffic, without babysitters? So we have a really great opportunity here. And Lauren, why don't you go into the next topic?
So another big objection that a lot of people think of is that I'm not where I want to be yet. I'm not fit enough. I don't eat all the time. I'm not perfect. And that is just, again, one of the biggest objections we get, but it's basically a lie. It's a lie that we tell ourselves, because the reality of it is that, like they were saying, in the aspect of not being salesy, you need to be real, because that's what people are going to relate to. You
is that actually something?
Share your story and talk about the fact that you struggle too. You have your good days, you have your bad days. Celebrate your successes of what you nailed that day in your workout, or talk about how the fact that you had to modify everything because you're exhausted. That is really how you're going to attract the right people, and that they'll just trust you. That's one of the biggest things too, is to have them trust you and not to lie. Don't try to make it that you're perfect. I start telling people now all the time, I don't have all the answers, but I will have all the support for you. So with that, that's part of sharing your story within social media. And I know a lot of people have a fear of social media. So I'm going to give it over to the woman who's killing it on social media and have Denise talk to us.
Which I guess that's kind of a great introduction, because I was probably one of those people who was so afraid of social media when I started into this journey. Guys, ladies, that is, when you look at social media, I think I got stuck so much because of where I was when I first started my journey, thinking about how it was so negative based, or the haters and the critics and who's going to want to listen to me where I'm at. And, you know, that you can get stuck so much in the comparison trap. I don't know. In the very beginning, I used to scroll down through posts and being like, well, I can't do what they do. And kind of filters into all of what we've been talking about, is that what I've learned about social media is it's not about comparing yourself to anybody. It's about all of what we're saying to you guys. It's about living your own journey online and sharing that with people. You know, social media, the mindset for me has changed from it being a place where it's full of haters and critics. You know, you just have to block that out. And you have to focus on you and focus on the fact that look at how many beautiful women are on this call tonight right now, and look at the amazing power of social media and how we can all be brought together. My God, we've got people from Greencastle to Erie to, Ashley, did you see North Dakota, right?
Yeah.
I mean, look at this. This is amazing. This is the power of social media that you want to focus on and tell your story in a positive light, because people will relate to who you are, and not to be afraid of it, and then not get stuck in that comparison trap to anybody else. Just tell your story. So,
yeah, for sure.
there you go.
I'm going to have it transition over. We're going to talk to Ashlyn, because Ashlyn's a brand new coach, so she's not far off from where you guys are in this sneak peek. She's been doing this for a few months. And I'm just going to ask her what her initial objections were, because I told her forever, like, you should just be a coach. You should just be a coach. Just, you know, check out the coaching thing. And it was kind of like, and she waited a little bit, but now she's definitely where she's supposed to be. So go ahead, Ashlyn, and talk about your objections and the perks that you're realizing while doing this.
Well, my first objection was definitely time. Mainly I have a full-time job, and then I have a part-time job at Harley Davidson. And then I help my boyfriend with his online clothing business. And then I'm starting an online clothing business. So it's just like, oh my gosh, that's time. But I always made time for me to work out. That was kind of a big priority for myself, instilled in me by my parents. They always worked out, whether it was my mom ran 10 miles and we biked behind them or whatnot. So fitness has been like my number one thing I've always done since high school. So like when Lauren had mentioned it, I was like, I don't know, like I've tried personal training some people and I don't really like it. And I always have a problem asking them for the money that they owe me to do it, or writing them diet plans, because I used to compete in like figure and bikini competitions. So it's just like, man, I don't know that I want to do that. I don't know that it's kind of hard for me to do that sales aspect sometimes when it comes to something like fitness, because everyone wants kind of like that for free. It's something that they want you to just give them all the answers, and sometimes you don't have them, sometimes you have great programs. But the perks I find is it's nice because I'm actually making more friends here in North Dakota. I've been here for 3 years now, and I have a lot of friends, and they've always talked to me about fitness and the competitions and the diets and the workouts and what do I do. But for me, I like Beachbody because it's a tool. For me to say, you know what, you want to get back into fitness? There's so many different levels of programs. If you're iffy about making a commitment for weeks on end, why don't you just try the 21-day fix? It's 3 weeks of your life, and it's got these containers. They help you measure out your food. They tell you, how much you need to eat a day. And then she has 30-minute workouts. It's 30 minutes of your life each day for 3 weeks. Why not? It could change your life. And so I've started to make more friends, and then they'll tell their friends that, hey, I've been doing this 21-day fix, and I'm really starting to like it. And so that I like that encouragement of the women around me, the friends, and all of that. To me, it's accountability too, because I've been so busy lately that sometimes I've been so tired or whatnot that it's like, do I really want to work out? Well, you know what? I've got these girls here working out. I need to get my workout in today. And it's kind of like the accountability with the other women too. Like, hey, I gotta be a good coach here. I got to get my butt up. I got to get moving and do something really good for me. And at the end of the day, it feels good. So there's other objections and other things, but those are kind of the main ones. I really like the sense of community, because otherwise I was going to the gym alone every day.
You know what the good thing is with Beachbody, guys? You have a money back guarantee, 30-day money back guarantee on every product they sell. So Ashlyn wasn't lying. Like, it's 3 weeks of your life. And if you don't like it, you can get all your money back. Like, they're not lying. So that's so awesome. And she's super new. She actually is talking like more comfortable than us veteran coaches. So props to you, Ashlyn. That's awesome. That's great. Miley, you want to transition in?
Yeah. Does anybody have any questions at this point based on what we've been talking about thus far? No? Okay. And I just want to say, Ashlyn, I love what you're talking about. Because as a trainer, I kind of relate to, what you're saying, about meal plans and things like that. I mean, Beachbody offers such a full program that, I'm starting as well, not starting, but I have a lot of conversations with other trainers that I'm starting to be able to give them those benefits and perks as, for those who they can't, be one-on-one training with locally, that they could still offer their credibility as a trainer and offer these programs as a perk, for their clients. Mm-hmm. So that is a really great thing. So I'm glad that you spoke about that.
And diet's a scary thing for people, like dieting or knowing what to eat and when. And I think that the programs are legit. Like, I can 100% say that.
Yeah. I mean, what I really like, and I like the fact that that our programs are created by certified, trainers or bodybuilders. I had a conversation yesterday actually with a girlfriend of mine who's a trainer at the YMCA, and I just happened to be getting to know her sitting at a coffee shop. I opened up my Beachbody On Demand app, had a conversation with her about possibly becoming a coach because she's unhappy about the pay that she gets for personal training at the YMCA. And I just because and I just kind of said, you know what, you're so incredible. Like, he's also even starting to offer personal training outside of the Y because she's not getting well paid. And I said, I showed her the app, and I actually showed her Beachbody On Demand in the materials section where it has all the meal plans. And she's like, this is available? And I'm like, yeah, how simple and easy would it be to be able, for your own business, to be able to have this in place and make things easier for you, just from a business standpoint. So I know that not everybody has a training background, but I have to tell you, if you know anybody that are personal trainers or fitness instructors, I mean, it's huge for people like us, you know what I mean? Because it saves us time. A lot of the stuff that personal trainers give, they have to create it from scratch. Mm-hmm. Pretty much. So why are we going to duplicate what was already created? You know what I mean?
From a health coach perspective, mm-hmm. I would spend for a normal client for a 3-month meal plan. A 3-month meal plan takes me about 15 hours, depending on their needs. And you have that all in your back office. Even for your family, you have meal plans for 2B Mindset. I mean,
I was going to say that.
An amazing vessel in so many areas. It's huge. I just had to say, like, if anything, meal plans, like Ashlyn knows, like if you're a personal trainer, but even being a health coach that's not a personal trainer, the need from people is more often more than they're willing to pay. And now you have all these resources at the tip of your hands where you can get your life back and your mindset back to give better to people. So before we go to Denise, I want to get a quick picture because I don't want to run out of time without a picture. So if everybody looks at the camera and just smiles. And if you don't want to, just put your hand in there. Jennifer Basta, she's the queen. She's so sick, and I don't know why she's on this. Okay, ready? Smile. Perfect. Okay, great. Got it. All right, Denise, you hang out there with the first perk.
With the first perk, so I guess actually it's a good transition from what you guys were just talking about. I mean, I know for myself and for many of you guys, the reason that you all somewhat started with this because you wanted to change in yourself. You wanted to change in your own body. You wanted to lose weight. You wanted to feel better about yourself. And, I think that what happens along the way as being a coach, one of the things that I have found to be it became something bigger than just about me anymore. Yes, I've had the successes and I've had that, by using the tools and by using the resources, and that's what helps me be able to help other people. But like I said, the perks right now for me are bigger than me. And I've got bugs, sorry. Flies. Sorry, talk about impromptu issue. Yeah, that's what happens when you go live. So, but what's bigger than just about what me? It's about helping everybody else. It's about being able to see and push people to their truest potential. So, and I know with the girls that are on the call right now that are in my group right now, I know I push, it's because I believe. It's because I believe that person has so much more true potential that they may not see it right now, but I do. So the perks become helping those individuals get to those non-scale victories and be able to shout them out and celebrate them and make them really see the successes that they can make in these types of programs. Because, I mean, the ladies, like we said, the tools are there. And it's about using them. And if you want the results, and it's just nice to be able to push those individuals and see the potential growth in them. So the perks are for me, it's bigger than just about me anymore. It's about seeing the empowerment that you can help shape and help develop into other women as well. So huge perk for me.
So on that note, talking about working on yourself, there's 4 vital behaviors that we ask of everyone in the group. And it's to not only help yourself, but to help others. And I just have to say that my little guy was just out here a little minute ago, and he has noticed that there's more of us on this call than there ever has been. And he says, why is there so many of you? So that just goes to show you that we are growing because of shouting each other out. That's one of the number 1 perks that we talk about. Sharing your journey, drinking a shake, working out, and working on you. They are those 4 vital behaviors that we're talking about. And if you can shout out your neighbor because of something great that they did, that makes you feel great because you're helping them out. You're working on you by drinking an awesome nutritional dense shake, not only the fitness aspect because you're securing your future, but then personal development kind of helps with your mindset. Because like we talked about earlier, there's a lot of negative Nellies out there, and you got to clear that mind, and you got to stay focused on what your main goal is. So whether it's your personal development on the business aspect or your personal development on you. For me, I find that I need books for me, about your mindset, about changing that negative energy outside of me. I don't need the business thing as much as I need to work on me. So that's the personal development that I work on. Everybody else, has their own. So transitioning into Lauren, just the 4 vital behaviors that we talk about, Lauren can take over the rest.
So the next part I'm going to jump into is how you can actually get paid to do what it is that we're doing. And that is definitely a big perk for a lot of people. And because I know most of us on this team, it's not, it's to do things like Carrie helped save to buy her house at her dream home that she's now living in. People need things even just for kids' school activities, if they play different sports, and you can kind of put the money towards that. And the part with the money is that when you're doing this whole thing for the right reasons, that it's really about helping people, the money will come. like for sure. But if you make it about the money, it makes it a little bit harder. I won't lie. And I'm a testimony to that, because in the very beginning, I was like, people who say that like they're not doing this for the money, they're lying. Like, of course you're doing it for money. It's really, if when you put your head in and you go full in, that it's just like, you know what, I'm just going to help people no matter what happens. Like if I can just help, you know, this person or that person, that's going to be like my big perk. But benefits for you guys of making money, and not even just making it, but having things discounted. As a coach, you have everything 25% off. So no matter what new program comes out, whenever you want Shakeology, Energize, Recover, anything that Beachbody sells will always be 25% off for you. Everything, which is just, I think, sells the Shakeology for so many people anyways. Another perk, and my sister Shannon, who's on the call, she's talking me to this, she is military. And so whether you're active military or out of the military, you can have your coach fee waived, that you're never paying a monthly fee, but you're still benefiting from your 25% off all the time. So that's an awesome perk as well. And then if you continue to grow and build in this business, one thing that some people, you know, your negative Nellies or your skeptics might be, you know, thinking along the lines of a pyramid scheme. And I always laugh when I hear this, because I'm like, do you really think that like 400,000 people would be out promoting something illegal? Because that's what pyramid schemes are illegal. And so that's not the case at all. But as you grow in this business, the biggest way that I compare it is that Beachbody basically is saying, congratulations, you're helping people and you're building a team, and we're going to pay you for that. And so as your team grows, then your income can grow. And all of it is just proof as to how many people you're helping, including yourself and your family. That's what the money really shows, is what you're helping with. And then, yes, it is a perk when you can, you know, spend the money on, like, we're saving for a house. That's one of my biggest drives right now, is that is like where I see it going. And that's just my big drive right now. That's my big why. And your why will change all the time, and we'll get into that. But I'm going to transition it back to Carrie about the other big perk.
I'm going to be quick because we only have 2.5 minutes left of recording. And if we run out, I would love for you all to hop back on for a couple minutes. But I'm going to just share with you a perk and invite you all, if you do cut off, you can get a full week with us in our team page. So I don't want you to not hear about that. But like Lauren said, I'm that coach that said I didn't do it for the money. And Lauren probably doubted me for a couple years. And I literally don't do this business for the money, because what happens is when I do it for the money, it sucks and I fail and I have high expectations and it doesn't work. When I do it for not the money, for the love, the passion, to see people's lives change, to become some of my best friends today are either people that I work out with as customers or coaches. And I'm saying friendships, guys, I always fit out in this world. I never fit in. I was always made fun of. I was that person that people made targeted jokes at, not to be cruel, just to be like funny at a party. And for the first time in my life, our personalities mingle and mix like nothing I can explain. Like, I could cry right here to you of how much this team means to me, and not even just me, our families. Like, our families are so important, each and every one of us. And then there's some people without a family yet, but I think just to raise our children in a way that they have set that expectation of, you have true friends in this life that means so much. And yeah, like Lauren said, you can use this money to buy off your Shakeology, to buy off a car, your kids' school, after kids' activities, or saving your dream home. And my why has changed because we did save for our dream home. We're here living in this beautiful home on a plot of land that's very simple here. But Miley, take it off and invite them in to see what they can experience this next week.
Yeah, so we definitely want to invite anybody that is interested in maybe becoming or actually experiencing what our team does during the week. So if that is the case, then you are interested, please get back with the person who invited you to this call, and they can add you to our group. And you can pretty much see what we do on a daily basis in our team.